Yeah, hey guys, yeah, it's Raka here, and yeah, it's Woketrader. So, I'm gonna be like talking about my trade recap. This video is going to be based on my trade recap this week. Oh, let me say last week, cause this Sunday already, beginning of a new week. So, these are like the setup I had throughout last week on GJ. Though I had a sell from this, I think around this point here somewhere. Here. I had a sell here, which I end up closing due to the consolidation around that area. I ended up closing the trade around somewhere here. I think I ended up closing the trade, but it still ended up. It was just a sell to this demand zone down here. To this demand zone down here, but I ended up selling. But if I had hold the trade, so I've hit SL before going in my direction. So you get. So this buy here, I wasn't able to catch the buy due to some like certain reasons, because this chart doesn't correlate the chart on my trading account. So that was the main reason why I wasn't able to catch this first buy here. Was very fast, not because it was very fast though. Well, the chart on my trading account doesn't correlate. Like around this zone here, it was showing a gap on the trading account, so I don't know where I'm going to put the zone, like where I'm going to put my entry. You get. So that's why I didn't take this buy, but I had the setup. Like since I think if you watch my Gbpjpy weekly analysis, you should know how this like buy possible buy setup on GG since last week when I did my analysis. So the buy span on, I didn't take this buy also due to some reason. I think okay, I was on a trade on the account, so I couldn't enter this trade again because of the margin. So that was the reason why I didn't take this trade, this buy also. But I ended up taking this buy because I had this set up on, I think that was on, wait, this was on Wednesday. I had this set up since Wednesday, but it didn't come back to this entry till Thursday. So I had this sell set up also, but I didn't take this sell because of the risk to reward. If you see this now, I usually take minimum of 3 to 1, and this is 2.91. So I was not up to 3 to 1 risk to reward. So I didn't take that's the reason why I didn't take this trade. I just left it. But though I had this setup, I didn't take the trade sha. So I ended up taking this buy setup I had since Wednesday. So when it's triggered here, I didn't enter because I was on a trade at that moment, which I think I was in on two trades, both EU sell and good sell, both hit SL, and end up going to my take profits. So I ended up taking this sell. So I went down to 5 minute time frame to like check a confirmation entry. So after tapping to this supply zone here, so I went down to 5 minutes here, check for a change of character. I think my network is okay. No. So went down to 5 minute time frame. Yeah. So check for a change of character. This is change of character here. So I mark out my zone. So on the pullback, tap into the other block here, this other block. So I put my stop loss below this. My stop loss was around this low here, just below this low here, this place here like this. That was where my SL was. Stop loss. This was where my SL was. So I took the buy, which I was risking like I was risking around 2%. I think no, close to 2%, like 1.5% on this trade. So which ended up giving me like like no like $800 profits though. So I took a sell a buy, sorry, on the 5 minute time frame. So network. So yeah, I took a buy from that point. I think yeah, this is from that point went to the 5 minute time frame. Check for confirmation entry and entered. So this entry was around like New York session. I didn't really know. Like, but I don't usually use like time based. No, I usually use time based entry, but not like use it as a confluence like that. But once price triggered my entry during a certain um session, it just give me confidence with that trade. Shey you get. For example, I think this trade triggered around New York session though. New York session, I think. So it's consolidated for a while, like till the next day, because I think I had this trade for like 2 days. No, is it 2 days? The trade was on Thursday, it spanned till Friday. So on Friday, I was like, when I checked, because all these platforms usually have their own particular rule, shey you get. So their rule was like I couldn't like hold trade over the weekend. So I was planning on holding this trade over the weekend because I was targeting this point, this price point 200.741. That was where my target was. So the price already reached here at this peak, like 200.507. So I was entering the trade till like evening, till like around, I think it was around 9 or 8 something on Friday. So I end up, after receiving the news that I can't hold the trade over the weekend, so I end up closing the trade for like around $800 profit. I think, yeah, I closed it for around like $800 plus profit. So I'm up like 6.20% on my 10K account now, because I was down to -2% earlier from the account. So that $800 profit puts me up at 6.20%. So which I'm still looking at for like 4% to pass the first one of the account, which was great. Not that bad. So the trade I took on, I also took a sell. Is it a sell? This week on gold, on gold. This week I took like two winning trades, just two winning trades on gold. Yes, I took a sell from this point on gold also. I could remember from this point here. I took a sell. I took a sell down at this point, which gave me like, I think three. Is it three? No, like 4%. Like 4%. I think I was targeting below this low that this was more than that. So my essay was around somewhere there. So it was around like 4 point something percent. So no, didn't you reach this point bro? It was around this point here. 4 points. Is it up to 4 points? Was it 4 points? Okay, yeah. My essay was above this high here, because that's how I usually place my SL. That's the invalidation point. You understand? So my SL was somewhere here like this. It was around that high. So this was my target. I was using like, I think I was using like 100. It was $100 do. So I was targeting like 400. I think $400 plus like four. I made like four something from this trade like this. But I was on drawdown before taking this trade. So that trade put me up like 1%, which I end up losing after taking a sell from this point here. I end up losing the 1% after taking a sell from this, like, I think I took a sell from somewhere around this point here. Good seems crazy sometimes. Okay, yeah, I could see it. I took a sell from this point because I was like, after that sell, I think the sell was on Wednesday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday. So I was like, good is now bearish. That it will like do a pullback for some while until it reach like a demand zone that could push it up back. So I didn't like, though there was still some mistake, I was still doing this correctly like this. Like, this trade was something I was not supposed to take. You understand? Because I had this buy setup around this point on gold. I had this possible buy setup on gold. Like this low here tap into I think it tap into the daily order block. So after tapping into the daily order block, like this, just like a change of character. Like this, the high calculate this low. So after breaking that, I was like, after the pullback, my liquidity this is my liquidity low, or we call it inducement of the two, because okay, there's a difference between liquidity and inducement liquidity. So inducement liquidity basically is a liquidity that break another structure. If you notice, this one too now is like it breaks another structure. After invalidating my sell setup, but I took a sell from this point here, which is a sell, like seriously. It was a beautiful one because I was risking high on the trade, like seriously. I was risking like around, I don't even remember, wait no. I was risking like around like close to 200, like close to 2% on this trade, and it SL, like seriously, it SL. It was very painful. So this buy, I didn't take this buy because the zone I drew was like somewhere here. It was 15 minutes order block, but it's reacts from 30 minutes order block. Let's go to, wait, let me try to do it back. It reacts from 30 minutes. If you go to 30 minutes now, see that it tapping from the 30 minutes order block, which was here. Can you see now? So if I took this trade, but I didn't take it though, it was something like this. I didn't take the trade, so that was like 4 point something, I don't know. But there was another trade setup I had, but I couldn't enter because of some certain, I think, which around, I had the setup around somewhere around, okay, yeah, I could see it. I had a buy from this place. This is the other block. Though I shared this one with my friend, he took the buy, but unfortunately, like, I think no. What happened was, like, after they tap into this other block, I shared it with my friend. We are logged in together. So like after exam like this, we logged in. Something has to change sometimes. The man has to be dead. Oh, sorry, mistake. The boy has to be dead for the man to be born. You understand? So we are logged in at the moment. So he took the buy. He sets his limit order at this point here. Took the buy. It was like I was even sleeping at that time. Like the buy triggered around Asia session, so I was still like sleeping. Not sleeping. I think I was already up, but I was praying at that time, something like that. So he took the buy. I was supposed to be in the buy, but I tried to like set a limit order on my accounts. They were like I couldn't sell. I couldn't set the order because of the margin level. Like the margin level is not enough for me to set the limit order, for me to even enter any trade, apart from because I was already in Gbpjpy buy from Thursday, which I held to Friday. So this setup was on Friday, triggered on Friday, like Friday, let's say morning, midnight or something. So I couldn't enter this one, but I know the setup was like very like, so since, no, I would say it's certain because nothing is certain in the market. So it took the buy. After it took the buy, the price triggered its entry. So I think it was trading with a Naira account, which the Naira account, the money is couldn't, like, gold is a volatile currency pair, a volatile commodity. So the price went from this place to around this top here. So I was up at that time. It showed me that price around, I think his TP was around somewhere here. That's the funniest part. His TP was around somewhere here like this. So the price went close to the TP, but then the thing it didn't trigger the TP. It was like, I think, was targeting like 10% of his account so that he can withdraw like the following week, which was this coming week now. So price reach the TP, almost reach the TP, but it reached the TP but didn't trigger, shey you get. So the price went back down. This bearish candle, after tapping this place, where his TP was. So this bearish candle was like what discouraged me, because the candle was very fast and very, has a lot of volume, was pushing very hard. So I was like, it was like, man, should I close this thing? I was like, no, you are trading with a smaller account. I just told him to like close it, but I was like, you see, this thing is still going up. So you get, sometimes you just have to trust your gut. Sometimes either it TP or it your SL. So you come again. Since one thing about trading is like, once you have a strategy and you trust your strategy, you have back test it, for test it. Me, basically I did back testing sometimes, but I'm not really a fan of back testing. I like more for testing than back testing, because the market is very dynamic, like seriously. So after this bearish candle, he closed the trade. No, I think he closed the trade around somewhere here for a profit of like, I think, is it not 13,000 naira or something like that. So the next thing was like, the next candle of the 15 minute time frame went up. Like he smashed the TP. It was like he caught body for like, bro, you fucked up. I told you fucked up. So sometimes sometimes you have to like just be disciplined enough to hold your trade, leave it alone for it to run. Or sometimes price won't go straight to your TP, because this trade now I was targeting, I think the original TP which I set was around this high. Yeah, I was targeting was around this high. So was around this high here, which was like 8%. So 8% on the account. If I take this trade on my account now, I would have passed this one. So I didn't take the trade though. So I was like, you see now, out of 8%, the trade already moved like 3%, and you rush to close, which I was targeting more than that 3%. This was like 8% trade. So sometimes, though it's not like he's a beginner, but in terms of experience, he's still learning. That's one thing. So it's not something that much. At least though he learns from his mistake now. He won't do that same mistake next week. I'm very sure of that. So yeah, I did my analysis for the coming week now. I think, man, anything can happen next week or good. Like seriously, man. Nothing really certain on good at the moment. Okay, I have this demand zone and this possible. Well, this place serve as a resistance zone, because I think the price has come into this zone like 2 times. I think this is the first time, tap into it once, second time reversed again. So if price could broke higher next week, might still continue buying, but if price come lower, might be looking for a reversal itself. So I also took a sell on Euro USD last week, around I think around which point. Oh yeah, I remember the other block was this place. I took a sell from this point. No, I had a sell set up from this point, but I was on what's it called? I was on a gold sell at that moment, so I couldn't like enter double position on my account. That's what I'm struggling with these days. Like I can't enter multiple position on that account. So I had this sell set up from this point to this. I think from this point to this, to somewhere here. This, I think the sell set up was like 4%. I think 4%, not like 4%. I think yes, it was somewhere there. I was targeting somewhere, I think below this low or something here. That was the first target. So after that one was made, which I didn't take the trade, I had another like you to another I had another setup around some 1 point like that. One stupid point. Okay, yeah. I had another other block at this matter price between that the TP of this first one. So it was this one that I took. Like after that good trade that I was in earlier, it's SL. So I entered this one. I put my SL around this point. I was targeting I was targeting to like a demand zone below here. I didn't really remember. I just know I was targeting like very a long range. It was around 4% also. I was also risking like more than 1% on this trade. It SL but still went back to my TP. Like it was very crazy. If SL finish went back to my TP. That's the same thing that happened on that good trade that it SL before entering this one. So this was the opportunity to add this week. This week that end was very profitable. Not that bad. It was very profitable. I didn't with USD card. I didn't take any trade on USD card throughout last week. I didn't take any trade. It was just like USD card was just going up. No entry. It was just going up. I think it has reached a point where it has to come down now. I don't know. The market decide that. So I'm gonna be dropping my Gbpjpy weekly trade analysis very soon. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share to your friends and family. Thank you. I'm Akraj and this is Woketrader.